It worked.
I think it worked.
Did it work?
Hello.
Everybody raise your hands if you can hear us.
I can hear me.
I can hear me too. Well, what are you guys doing indoors?
Yeah, welcome. It's April, although around here in the Pacific Northwest, I'd have to say it looks more like June.
It looks like almost July. It's so
warm
sunny and hot.
sunny
It's crazy.
and we're figuring, we almost bought a deck of cards along here because we thought we'd just be here by ourselves, but...
And we technically are because...
Because we are.
So weird. Okay, well, anyway, here we are. Here you are.
Thanks for coming out.
Yep.
We've been looking forward to this. We've been having a lot of fun. Let's see, I just saw a little red thing flash, which is never a good sign on this.
On which thing?
On
that
corner.
thing there?
Yeah, it's.
Oh, yes, it's flashing red and orange, and then green.
Ooh. Well, that's always exciting.
Yet another red light. Who knows what the hell that's about? What is it about?
I don't know, but it's red and definitely not green.
Why don't you
And
go
it should be green.
Do you want to take a look at it?
Check your phone. Check your phone, Derek, and
Check my phone. I will check my
see if
phone right
anybody's contacting us.
now. Ooh, scam alert on the Facebook event page. Okay, well, we'll start playing in just a second. But in the meantime, there we go.
Drop frames from network.
William says that red light is about dropped frames on the network.
Just checking with our.
So apparently, Tanya, who's up in Alaska, says that there's a scammer on our Facebook event page. And if you don't know this already, I'm going to tell you again. We never charge for these concerts, and we gratefully accept donations, of course. But if somebody's trying to sell you a ticket or anything like that, don't. Just don't even do that. Ignore them, block them, whatever you do. And I'm going to actually run to Facebook real quick, like here. Tanya also says the sound is fine, but the picture is pausing. Yeah, we have something going on with our internet here, so I'm not sure. I mean, all the regular lights are green. And it worked fine yesterday and was working fine earlier. But anyway, I'm just going to check Facebook on my phone here, which I'm sorry to do, but I want to make sure that some scammer isn't trying to get money from you. Where is it? There it is. I was in tune. You know, I'm just going to have to tune again. I was all ready to go. Okay. Let's go there. Let's go there. Let's just see who this scammer is. Maybe I can block him. Block him. Why isn't the page loading? Oh my gosh. There we go. Well, no, it's still barely loading. That's fun. Did you notice that William posted a thing about Martin Carthy playing a house concert for some friends of ours in the UK? I don't know about you guys, but boy, we're big fans of Martin Carthy. So if you like him, it's bound to be an amazing concert. Sorry this isn't so exciting, folks. Oh, it looks like it's staying green now.
Well, I don't know, something could be going on with our internet service, but YouTube suggested I lower the bit rate, so consider this bit rate lowered. I lowered it, and now it's green. We might be a little fuzzier, but you know, we've been getting fuzzy anyhow, so. But it's red green, so I think we're going to just go for that.
There we go. Deleted and banned.
Somebody's doing bad things?
It was trying to scam.
Why do they do that?
I know. What the frick? Come on, delete it. All right. Okay, anyway, I'm getting off of Facebook. You guys know what the deal is with us. Okay.
And our lights are green again, so we're just going to see what happens.
Oh,
and
golly.
try it, and we'll find out later. Anyhow, where were we? Thank you for showing up. Let's play
And your
some
patience,
music
I
before
really appreciate
anything
it.
else goes wrong.
Here's an old thing.
I will tell you, though, that, boy, yesterday this looked great.
Looked beautiful, sounded awesome. Ready?
2, 3, and... All together, aye-yo.
Cheerily man,
All for good weather, aye-yo.
cheerily man,
There's a feather, aye-yo.
cheerily man, oh, ollie, aye-yo, cheerily man,
To the cat head, aye-yo.
cheerily man,
We'll raise the dead, aye-yo.
cheerily man,
Heavy as a lead, aye-yo.
cheerily man, oh, ollie, aye-yo, cheerily man.
Then we'll haul again, aye-yo.
Oh, cheerily man,
Might and main, aye-yo.
oh, cheerily man,
Chain, aye-yo.
cheerily man, oh, ollie, aye-yo, cheerily man.
Oh, haul and sing, aye-yo.
Cheerily man,
Chain stopper bring, aye-yo.
oh, cheerily man,
Through the ring,
aye-yo, cheerily man, oh, ollie, aye-yo, cheerily man.
She is up to the sheave, aye-yo.
Oh, cheerily man,
Head will leave, aye-yo. Soon the tackle unreeve, aye-yo.
cheerily man, oh, ollie, aye-yo, cheerily man,
Sing and haul, aye-yo.
oh, cheerily man,
The old cat ball, aye-yo.
cheerily
Boston Harbour we set sail. The wind was blowing a devil of a gale, with a ringtail set abaft the mizzen peak, and a Rule Britannia plowing up the deep with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day. Up comes the skipper from down below. He looks aloft and he looks alow. He looks alow and he looks aloft, and it's coil up your ropes, they're fore and aft, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day. Down to his cabin he quickly crawls, and unto his steward he loudly bawls, mix me a glass that'll make me cough, for it's better weather here than it is awful off, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day. Poor sailors standing on the deck, with the blasted rain a-pouring down our necks. Not a drop of grog will he to us afford, but he damned our eyes at every other word, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day. One thing more which we have to crave, that he shall find a watery grave. We'll heave him down into some dark hole, where the sharks will have his body, the devil have his soul, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day. From Boston Harbour we set sail. The wind was blowing a devil of a gale, with a ringtail set abaft the mizzen peak, and a Rule Britannia plowing up the deep, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day, with a big bow wow, tow row row, foldy rolly right all day. Just to show you that sea shanties can have meaningful and thoughtful lyrics.
Absolutely, very meaningful.
Yes.
I wanted to tell you, William, I see on the red box there, it was flashing a little bit yellow now and then.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, good.
I see that.
So a little change in instruments for me. I have figured out that my new Gertie, which is getting elderly now, doesn't like being tuned up to G. It prefers being down a whole step. So I tuned it to F. And it's been happier. And of course, I've now doomed myself completely, but you know. Tell them about the song.
If you lived in the Pacific Northwest here in Seattle, you would already know about the wonderful group, the Whateverly Brothers. And one of the Whateverly brothers is Rob Kneisler, and he wrote. Oh, thank you. Okay.
He wrote this lovely little song, and he doesn't know it, but William's been working on it for quite a while. And if you're listening, Rob, we hope you like what we did with it. It's a lovely song. It's got a really hooky melody and a wonderful chorus, and I've got to do a little tuning. So.
Kind of came to be a while ago here. There was a recording project soliciting songs about the local locks, the Hiram Chittenden locks that connect Puget Sound to Seattle's Lake Union. And those locks turned 100 years old just a couple of years ago. And this was one of the songs that was submitted for this album project. Rob wrote this song about the Ballard Locks. He calls it Lift Me Up.
And it is indeed rather uplifting.
Uplifting, yes.
Okay, I think.
So,
Hope you can hear this thing all right.
this is exciting. You see, usually when we try songs for the first time, we'll go to some little venue place we're playing that we know is only going to be a small handful
Like
of people.
5
and
people or
friends.
something who don't know us, so they don't know when we're... Now, I was in tune. I'm going to check again. Ugh. Wow.
So should I have a little note that says, okay, now turn the Gertie mic down? way
Yeah, just
down
turn it
again?
off. We'll say there was a problem with the internet.
That's it. We'll blame that darn streaming fee.
All right.
Lake Union rocks me awake early morn. Cast off the lines, push away from the docks. Feel her heel over as we bear for the locks. Another day sailing. The Ballard Locks are 100 years old. The gates swing open and pull me inside. I think of the thousands who have taken this ride. Sailors gone before me. Lift me up,
Lift me up.
lay me down,
And lay me down.
let me in,
Let me in.
I'll come
I'll
around.
come around.
Push me out
Push me out.
into the sound.
Into the sound.
Sail the ocean. I know fresh water and I know the salt. It's like the difference between day and night. It's in the smell and the way that the light flows to the horizon. You're not a sailor, so it's been said, until you've sailed to where the land disappears. And you're alone and have faced all your fears, floating on forever. Lift me up, lay me down,
And lay me down.
let me in,
Let me in.
I'll come around.
Turn around.
Push me out
Push me out.
into the sound,
To the sound.
to sail the ocean. They say that life has its ups and its downs, much like the rise and the fall of the tides. And like the locks, it both joins and divides the lakes and the ocean. And I just like the salmon returning to spawn. Over and over, lift me up, lay me down, let me in, I'll come around, push me out, into the sound, to sail the ocean. Lift me up, lay me down, let me in, I'll come around, bring me back in from the sound. I've sailed the ocean. I've sailed the ocean.
Rob Kneisler. Thanks, Rob. Thanks for the pretty song.
Want to check your feedback line and see if anybody's
I will.
saying
I will
something
do that
like,
once I've taken this thing off.
you know, find out. Oh, you've changed into a video about horseshoeing or something. You never know.
Horse chiropractics. Oh, come on, get in there. Actually, I watched a video today of chiropractic adjustment on a mule. It was actually very cool. You could even hear the little pop when the vertebrae went in. So I'm going to check my phone for, as William put it, feedback. Hopefully not feedback. Oh, I don't see anything there, so it must be fine. Everything's good?
All right, let us know.
Okay, great. Those of you who have our number.
I hope it didn't get too fuzzy.
Fuzzy?
Well, we lowered our bit rate, so you know it might not be as clear a photo picture as. And you look so nice. I would
Well,
like
and
that
you look
people
so
to see.
nice.
Thank you. I like that. Gonna do another sea shanty. Here we've done a few. This one's called Shiny-O, and it's a little bit different than some of the other sea shanties.
Most of you are familiar with this song and our version of it, so we'll just play it.
Yeah. Sing along. That's one of the big problems about doing this is that we like hearing everybody in the audience sing along. It makes
Yeah,
the
we
song
miss you
sound a lot better when you
guys.
get to the chorus and there's, multitudes singing away.
Even a couple people singing along makes all the difference. And when you got, 30 people crammed into the Couth Buzzard, it's like riding a wave. Okay, anyway.
2, 3, and... Shiny-O is the captain's daughter. Way, hey, Shiny-O for her. I'm sailing over the water. Way, hey, Shiny-O. Queenstown to Dover is 100 miles or over. Way, hey, Shiny-O. Queenstown to Dover is 100 miles or over. Way, hey, Shiny-O. Captain, Captain, I love your daughter. Way, hey, Shiny-O. Oh, Captain, Captain, I love your daughter. Way, hey, Shiny-O. So won't you ferry me over to Dover? Way, hey, Shiny-O. Won't you ferry me over to Dover? Way, hey, Shiny-O. how deep is the water? Way, shiny-o. She measures 1 inch, 6 feet and a quarter. Way, shiny-o. Rivers, rivers, rivers are a-rolling. Way, shiny-o. Oh, rivers are a-rolling and I can't get over. Way, shiny-o. Chickens are flying over. Way, shiny-o. Oh, when she pitches into Dover. Way, shiny-o. Shiny-o is the captain's daughter. Way, shiny-o. For her I'm sailing over the water. Way, shiny-o. Way, shiny-o. Well, there you go.
So,
I need to turn your track down a little bit, your hurdy-gurdy thing back.
that's right. Got to turn my hurdy-gurdy back down again, but not right away. Because, I mean, you can, but
Okay. So we have an arrangement of a real classic, one of the classic shanties that I think people that are into shanties, you learn it pretty quickly in there, about Rueben Ranzo. And it has a tie-in to this last one because both of these songs deal with somebody falling in love with the captain's daughter. And I have a real connection with this because, you know,
I'm an actual
Felicia
captain's
is
daughter.
an actual captain's daughter. And so I'm always letting you look out for those kind of songs. And this one, as we were saying, it's so nice to hear lots of voices singing the chorus of these shanties. So we set up a little thing so we could actually hear a few more voices, although these voices sound vaguely familiar. So see what you think.
yeah, see what you think.
Okay. poor Rueben Ranzo.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
Oh, pity poor Rueben Ranzo.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
Oh, Ranzo was no sailor.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
He was a New York tailor.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
He was a New York tailor.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
Shanghaied on board of a whaler.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
They put him holy stoning
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
and cared not for his groaning.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
They gave him lashes 20.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
That's 20 more than plenty.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
They gave him lashes 30.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
The captain's daughter begged for mercy.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
She gave him rum and water,
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
just a little more than she oughter.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
She taught him navigation.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
She gave him an education.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
She made him the best sailor
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
on board that Yankee whaler.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
He still sails on blue water
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
because he married the captain's daughter.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
He's known wherever the whale fish blow
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
as the toughest skipper on the go.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
Hurrah for Rueben Ranzo.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
Hurrah for Captain Ranzo.
Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo.
Hurrah for Rueben Ranzo. Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo. Hurrah for Captain Ranzo. Ranzo, me boys, Ranzo. Hey.
So, that was one we made earlier.
It's like, oh my gosh.
Anyway, hope you liked it.
So it's the Mary and the Captain's Daughter theme, you know, it follows through with things, and it's always a good idea.
Doesn't it kind of depend on the captain and the captain's daughter and and a whole lot of other things? I don't know. I personally wouldn't marry me, but you know, some people are crazy.
That would be a good thing for a song. I mean, a captain's daughter that turns out to be a total,
A harridan.
total loser harridan. It's-
Or just boring. Anyway, an old favorite of ours.
This is a ballad, and I like this. It's got all sorts of things of love and betrayal and
False true
cross-dressing
love,
and-
cross-dressing, yep.
and revenge and death, and you know, one of those great ballads called Willy Taylor. Are you ready there,
I guess.
Lassie?
Pay me that first chord.
Ranzo,
Yeah, it's weird playing an F. It's not terrible or anything, it's just strange.
Should I turn the mic off again? Oh.
Yes, please do.
1, 2, 3. Oh, the vows and breezes fade away. Oh, the vows and breezes fade away. Willy Taylor and his youthful lover, full of mirth and loyalty, they were going to the church to be married. He was pressed and sent on sea. She dressed herself up like a sailor. On her breast she wore a star. Her beautiful fingers, long and slender, she gave them all just a smear of tar. Now on this ship there being a skirmish, she been one amongst the rest. A silver button flew off her jacket, there appeared her snow white breast. Oh, the vows and the breezes, vows and breezes fade away. Oh, the vows and the breezes, vows and breezes fade away. Says the captain to this fair maid, what misfortune has took you here? I'm in search of my true lover, whom you pressed on the other year. If you're in search of your true lover, pray come tell to me his name. Willy Taylor they do call him, but Fitzgerald is his name. Let you get up tomorrow morning, early as the break of day, and there you'll find your Willy Taylor walking along with this lady gay. Oh, the vows and the breezes, vows and breezes fade away. Oh, the vows and the breezes, vows and breezes fade away. Then she got up the very next morning, early as the break of day, and there she spied her Willy Taylor walking along with this lady gay. She drew out a brace of pistols that she had at her command, and she shot her Willy Taylor with his bride at his right hand. Oh, the vows and breezes, vows and breezes fade away. Oh, the vows and the breezes, vows and breezes fade away. And when the captain came to hear it of the deed that she had done, he made her a ship's commander over a vessel for the Isle of Man. Now she's on the deck a-walking, a sword and a pistol in her hand, and whenever she gives orders, sailors tremble at her command. Oh, the vows and the breezes, vows and breezes fade away. Oh, the vows and the breezes, vows and breezes fade away. Fade away.
great song. I love that song. Something for everyone.
And this is a pair of sea shanties, a traditional pair of sea shanties that they're less often heard. The first one is called Sundown Below, and it came to us from a book by Frederick Pease Harlow, shantying on the ocean, shantying on the sea, shantying on American ships, I think it was. Anyhow, a really interesting book from a guy who actually ended up living in Seattle, and
Really? Oh, that's right. You told me, and I
yes,
forgot.
and
That was so cool.
and eventually his papers and books and materials got sent off to Mystic Seaport, and they put together, assembled all this stuff, and came up with a really excellent book. And he mentions that this song particularly was a song that was used for actually loading and unloading cargo from the holds of ships down in the south, and that he had never heard it himself actually sung on board a ship that was sailing and working, that it was kind of restricted to this special
Dockside
circumstance.
usage?
Yeah.
Right.
And it has a nice little chorus of Sundown Below. Lots of opportunities for harmonies, which, again, since we were missing, we took advantage of technology to give us some. And it's paired in with another unusual shanty called Get Along Down. And what makes this one interesting is well, first I ran across it, and it was like, I wonder what sort of shanty this is. And I looked, and it's like, this is a horsing shanty, it says.
Yay, one for
It's like,
me!
horsing? What? It's like,
No, it's all about ships again.
this is about caulking. And
Which is much harder and more complex and multi-layered task than I had ever guessed.
yeah, caulking is involving driving material in between the seams of the planks on ships, either the deck or actually
Didn't
the
you say
hull.
they started with cotton and then they did oakum
And it's an incredibly complex
and like
process.
miles and miles and miles, literally, of
yeah,
oakum to fit
yeah.
between all the.
I think it was.
planks.
I saw a video about the ship, the Blue Nose 2, which is built up in Nova Scotia, and I think they said it was over 11 miles of material that was used in caulking the ship. That's a
long job. Jeez.
And what's really interesting about this is that this particular part of this job was a two-man operation, and one person would hold the iron in place along the seam, and then the other person would hit it with this hammer, a mallet, caulking mallet. That was. It has a different name.
Yeah, that's okay. You'll think of it at 2 o'clock in the morning.
I'll give you a call. But this, even though it's a work song, and you want to call it a shanty, it can't really be a shanty because there's no singing in the chorus. What actually is the chorus is just the sound of the hammer blow of driving in the oakum into the
Yes.
seam on the ship. So it's a little bit different than your usual ones. And these guys, it was obviously very, very hard work, and it would go on for long times. There's a anecdote about it. This particular, captain who came in and had heard these people working on this and hearing the singing, and was going like, "What? I'm not paying these guys to sing. I'm paying them to caulk this ship. Tell them to shut up." And they did it, and the whole thing went to hell. And because all the timing, it was all involved with the timing, as all shanties. And so finally, the captain, when they called this foreman, he's like, "Go down and tell them to start singing again, because this isn't working at all."
They're taking way too long, and they're hitting each other's thumbs and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, after this, we're going to take a little break, but we'll come back, and we've got another little thing for you within the break.
I think we're going to launch it in the middle of the break because it's
like really different. So
yeah, it's different.
it was a project of Williams, and it was really, really fun to play with.
Wahaha. But in the meantime, this is Sundown Below and Get Along Down, buddy.
Get along down, buddy.
Sing along or get your hammer and hit along on the same thing, okay? 6 o'clock, I hear him say, sundown, sundown below. 6 o'clock, I hear him say, sundown, sundown below. Ah, sundown, sundown below. Ah, sundown, sundown below. The day's been hard, y'all do say, sundown, sundown below. Time to quit and go away, sundown, sundown below. Ah, sundown, sundown below. Ah, sundown, sundown below. Pack our duds and dinner pails, sundown, sundown below. Come back sure before she sails, sundown, sundown below. Ah, sundown, sundown below. Ah, sundown, sundown below. The night be cool, the work be done, sundown, sundown below. The ship she sailed with the rising sun, sundown, sundown below. Ah, sundown, sundown below. Ah, sundown, sundown below. Get along down, buddy. Get along down, big boy. Get along down, buddy. Get along down, big boy. All day long, buddy. All day long, buddy. Drive him down, buddy. Drive him down, big boy. All day long, buddy. All day long, buddy. One more time, buddy. One more time, big boy. One more time, buddy. One more time, big boy. Drive him down, buddy. Drive him down, buddy. Sally got great long bangs, hang way down, buddy. Sally got great long bangs, hang way down, buddy. Who's gonna curl them bangs?
after I'm gone, buddy? Who's gonna curl them bangs after I'm gone, buddy? That's the blow, buddy, makes him go, big boy. That's the blow, buddy, makes him go, big boy. All day long, buddy, all day long, buddy. One more time, buddy, one more time, big boy. One more time, buddy, one more time, big boy. That's alright, buddy. That's alright, buddy. That's alright, buddy. Sit down a long time.
She said there is no reason, and the truth is plain to see. As I wandered through my playing cards, and I would not let her be one of 16 Vestal virgins who were leaving for the coast. And though my eyes were open, they might just as well been closed. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale. She said, I'm here on shore leave, though in truth we were at sea. So I led her to the looking glass, which forced her to agree. I said, you must be the mermaid who took Neptune for a ride. And she smiled at me so sadly that my anger straightway died. And so it was that later, as the miller told his tale, that her face at first just ghostly turned a whiter shade of pale.
Ta-da!
So I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. We had so much fun doing it. William worked so hard, and we're looking forward to doing an album sometime and using that stuff as rough tracks.
And it was fun to find the extra verse of A Whiter Shade of Pale, because that actually never was recorded by Procol Harum, but it was written by them. But the one about, Neptune and the mermaid, I was like, this is great. We have to do something with that.
It's a sea song.
Speaking of the sea, the background to that was, again, our friend Mariusz from Poland.
Great photographer.
Fantastic photographer, and
fabulous.
that photograph is one we used a part of it for the Blue Divide album cover, and you could just look at that photograph for hours and hours and hours. There's so much in it, so it was really fun to take a closer look at it and dive
in, so to speak.
dive into the ocean. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyhow.
back to some live stuff and to tuning, of course.
Yeah, and hopefully I bumped up the frame rate a little bit, hoping that maybe we just had a momentary glitch in our internet connection. I'm watching, though, if the lights start getting funky and turning weird, and then I probably will have to dash over and turn it down again. But
Right now it's steady and
we'll
green.
see, it's steady and green, fingers crossed.
You want to talk a little bit?
Are you going to tune for
I'm going to have to tune, but I'm going to wait until the last second to finish tuning. So you talk, I'll finish my tuning, and then we'll play. How's that?
Okay.
The curse of the hurdy-gurdy.
We're preparing to play Sally Free and Easy.
Is that enough? You guys know this song, right?
You know this song.
Okay,
Yes,
hang on.
Okay.
Right.
See, that's why you could have been tuning during the break, but no, you had to go back and watch another horse chiropractic
I did
video.
not. I was. Okay, you caught me. I said I was watching us, but Ready?
Sally Free and Easy. 2, 3.
Sally free and easy.
Oh, well, here we go. Another one. Okay, then.
So, as we said, we've been having a lot of fun in the recording studio, which is William's computer and GarageBand, and then also with Final Cut Pro, which is awesome. And I'm so glad I don't have to do it because William has lost even more hair on that learning curve,
Hard
pushing
believe,
that
but
boulder up that hill. But he's doing great.
This is something that came about. Actually, it started. I can pinpoint the moment that this song kind of started to gel. I was taking a shower at J.D. Maneely's house in Maryland when we spent a year out there on the East Coast, and for some reason the song, the sea shanty, Stormy, old Stormy, Walk 'em Along, John, Carry 'em Along, popped into my head, and I just started thinking about, well, how would this be if you kind of made it more into a song-like song rather than a straight shanty? What could be done with it? So I've tinkered with it ever since, and just recently it kind of popped back in again. And
Were you in the shower here?
I'm occasionally in the shower, not every time. It wasn't exclusive, but it did kind of finally come into a, well, maybe a final version, but one that we thought would be fun to share with you. So this is a version of good old bold Stormalong is what I've been calling it. Oh, let's
Still
see.
got a chorus. Sing along.
Yeah.
Dead and gone.
Stormy, he is dead and gone.
Oh, walk him along, John, carry him along.
Won't storm along.
Stormy sailed the whole world round.
Stormy sailed the whole world round.
But carry him now to his burying ground.
Won't storm along.
Oh, Stormy, he was a good old man, so canny, brave and strong. He steered his course with a steady hand. Bold storm along. We'll dig his grave with the silver spade.
We'll dig his grave with the silver spade.
And his shroud of the finest silk is made for bold Stormalong. We'll lower him down on a golden chain.
We'll lower him down on a golden chain.
At every link we'll call his name, bold Stormalong. Oh, Stormy, he was a good old man, so canny, brave and strong. He steered his course with a steady hand, bold Stormalong. I wish I was old Stormy's son.
I wish you was old Stormy's son.
I'd build me a ship at 1,000 ton, a bold Stormalong. I'd load her up with grub and gin,
He'd load her up with grub and gin.
and stay in the port that we was in, a bold Stormalong. I'd feed you well and I'd raise your pay,
He'd feed us well and he'd raise our pay.
and I'd stand your drinks 3 times a day for bold Stormalong. Oh, Stormy, he was a good old man, so canny, brave and strong. He steered his course with a steady hand, bold Stormalong. Storm along and around we'll go.
A storm along and around we go.
A storm along to the ice and snow. A bold storm along. Oh,
a good old man, so canny, brave and strong. He steered his course with a steady hand. Oh, Stormalong, oh, Stormy, he was a good old man, so canny, brave and strong. He steered his course with a steady hand. Oh, Stormalong.
Hey.
You all sounded great singing along. It's just like you knew the song. You're all so canny, brave, and strong.
Well, this song,
Is slightly less produced.
oh, definitely, lots less produced.
Oh, wait, before we go farther. William wrote that little tune, and I named it the Golden Chain, just so you know. The little tune from the last thing. Isn't that a cute tune? Tanya, you got to learn that tune.
So, the late, great Peter Bellamy did some wonderful work a long time ago, taking works by Rudyard Kipling and setting them to music. And this is one of those, and it's a really interesting set of lyrics, or the poem here originally, I guess. I'm not sure exactly what the source came from. It's probably from one of his books. I'm sorry, I didn't look that up. But what's fascinating about it is that it's about Sir Francis Drake in his younger days, and the way it's presented as a conversation between bodies of water. It's the waters around Cape Horn speaking with the Atlantic, and basically what they're discussing is, who is this guy? It's like, how come he's so good?
He took me by surprise.
Yeah, I mean, usually I'm a match for these guys, but this guy, holy crap, where did he come from? And it's just so beautifully written that
We're still
we
working
want to
on
do
it.
something.
So
Yeah, it's still a work in progress. We
Yeah.
thought,
what the heck?
we'd like to share it with you, and we'll see it. It may end up with instruments and things. But right now, we're just going to sing it for you.
A cappella.
So it's called Frankie's Trade. And so imagine you're an ocean having a conversation.
With another ocean.
And we should put that visual in here again of
With the water.
with the water. Yeah.
We'll have to get a fresh one from Arias.
Old Horn to all Atlantic said, oh, hey, oh, to me, oh. Now where did Frankie learn his trade? For he ran me down with a three-reef mainsail all around the Horn. Atlantic answered, not from me. Oh, hey, oh, to me, oh. You'd better ask the cold North Sea, for he ran me down under all plain canvas all around the Horn. The North Sea answered, he's my man. Oh, hey, oh, to me, oh, for he came to me when he began. Frankie Drake in an open coaster all around the sands. I caught him young and I used him sore. Oh, hey, oh, to me, oh. So you never shall startle Frankie more without capsizing earth and all of her waters all around the sands. I did not favor him at all. Oh, hey, oh, to me, oh. I made him pull and I made him haul and stand his trick with the common sailors all around the sands. I froze him stiff and I fogged him blind. Oh, hey, oh, to me, oh, and kicked him home with his road to find by what he could see of a 3-day snowstorm all around the sands. I learned him his trade o' winter nights. Oh, hey, oh, to me, oh, 'twixt Mardyke Fort and Dunkirk lights, on a 5-knot tide with the forts a-firing all around the sands. Before his beard began to shoot, oh hey yo to me yo, I showed him the length of the Spaniard's foot, and I reckon he clapped the boot on it later all around the sands. If there's a risk which you can make, oh hey yo to me yo, that's worse than he was used to take, nigh every week in the way of his business all around the sands. If there's a trick that you can try, oh hey yo to me yo, which he hasn't met in time gone by, not once or twice but 10 times over, all around the sands. If you can teach him aught that's new, oh hey yo to me yo, I'll give you Bruges and Newport too, and the 10 tall churches that stand between 'em all around the Horn. So storm along, my gallant captains, all around the Horn.
There you go.
Frankie's Trade.
Weirdly, I keep wanting to call it Frankie's Dream for some reason. It wouldn't be a dream, though. You ever notice that thing in movies where they've got a tall ship of some kind, and they go down below into the captain's cabin, and it's the size of your living room? That actually made it to one of BuzzFeed's things we hate in the movies the most, and that was one of the things. Yeah, I was like, what? Somebody else noticed besides us and everybody involved in sea music who's been on board a tall ship?
Yeah,
You gotta have 40 people
particularly in the
and
last
the table.
version that we watched, that I think it was on Netflix. That thing about it was Dracula.
Oh God!
Which you thought this would be interesting because
I like
you know
Dracula.
it's like
Sure, fun.
Whitby
Vampires.
is in it, and we've been to Whitby and everything. This is going to be fun. And at one point, they have Dracula's being shipped over across the ocean to
In his
sea
coffin
to-
full of dirt, you know.
to Whitby, and on deck, yeah, it's like there's the guys hauling away on sails and stuff, and it's raining, you know, and everything, and downstairs they're like in the dining hall, which is about.
You can seat 40 or 50 people in there, no problem.
And they're all dining on like stemware and,
Yeah.
and glass and stuff. And up there's this gale howling.
Yeah, and the boat's going
ship
like
is
this,
going
yeah.
like that.
Down below,
there's
they're like,
would you like half a more
of
sherry?
tea.
And it was like,
Ugh, anyway, sorry.
oh yeah.
I don't know if the flags were going the wrong way, but probably. Here's an old favorite of ours. It's a song local to us originally, though we didn't hear it until a few years ago on Whidbey Island.
We heard this on Whidbey Island by a couple of guys from New England who had come out. Tom Gu and Jacek Zulinowski.
Who are awesome.
Terrific guys. We met at
Yeah.
Mystic many years
Great
ago.
singers, just wonderful.
They came out and were doing a concert, and they did the song, and they said, "Oh, by the way, this is a song that comes from the Pacific Northwest."
We're
and
like,
we go,
"What?"
"Oh, really?" And we had to do something with it. So this has had a couple of different iterations too, but it's about the fishing industry, and
Back when there
particularly
was one.
halibut fishing, which the way halibut fishing went is that they had all these dories that it would go out, and the ship would go out there, and all the guys, the fishermen would go out in their individual dories, fill up the dory with halibut, and then come back and load it into the kind of the mother ship.
Yeah, and if you read actually the book Captain's Courageous, there's great descriptions of how that was done. And those fish were so big, they were almost as big as the dories sometimes. The cod are not that size anymore. It's pretty cool. Anyway, got a great chorus.
A halibut schooner, a halibut schooner, a halibut schooner. halibut schooner. Oh, some may sit in their swivel chairs in the city's Russian rumor and fret about cares and world affairs and the woes of the poor consumer. Oh, but I don't envy such gilded ease. Just give me the salt-soaked ocean breeze and the lift and surge of the white-capped seas and the deck of a halibut schooner, a halibut schooner, a halibut schooner, and the deck of a halibut schooner. Well, I want no fuss with a pale-faced cuss, the clerk of piano tuner, who spend their lives in those stifling hives in the struggle for more Mazuma. Oh, but give me the windswept ocean space where the flat ones flop in the dory's waist and the salt scud whips in your upturned face as you pull for the halibut schooner, a halibut schooner, a halibut schooner, as you pull for the side of the schooner. Yes, give me a packet sound and tight and a skipper with guts to boom her up under the heel of the northern lights where gray seas strive to doom her. Where the grinding ice, where the ground lines freeze, through the howling gales and the pounding seas, for into such tranquil spots as these, you must drive with a halibut schooner, a halibut schooner, a halibut schooner. You must drive with a halibut schooner. Safe in port, we land in a boisterous humor. We thank the gods that our stay is short. We wish we were leaving sooner. We're rough and we're coarse and we're loud, what then? We're the salt of the earth, we are Doryman. And tomorrow night we'll be off again to the banks in a halibut schooner. Again to the banks in a halibut schooner, 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 to the banks in a halibut schooner.
Isn't that a great song? I love that song, especially that last verse. So fun to sing. So we had a dear friend who lived in this area and wrote just so many phenomenal songs. His name was T.R. Ritchie, and you've heard us sing "Why Does Love Make You Stupid?" probably, a lot of times.
But he wrote a lot more
Actual serious songs
a
and
lot,
very beautiful ones. Not that "Why Does Love Make You Stupid" isn't beautiful and somewhat serious.
and meaningful.
Meaningful, yeah, exactly.
But this is another song that he had written, and I think he might have showed up at our house, the doorstep one time. He often would just pop in,
Yeah,
show up at the door, and he'd be in town. Because afterward, he ended up moving to Utah after he had lived in the Pacific Northwest. And but he'd show up just like surprised. Hey, I got some new songs. Here, let me play them for you. And he just played us some wonderful songs. We really miss him.
We miss him dreadfully. Yep. He died a while ago.
So, hope you like this one. Good song for the times.
Experimental.
It's called Somewhere to Begin.
Say to me, you gotta be crazy. How can you sing in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you sing when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that songs can make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I, who sees a song as somewhere to begin. A song is somewhere to begin. The search for something worth believing in. If changes are to come, there are things that must be done, and a song is somewhere to begin. People say to me, you gotta be crazy. How can you dream in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you dream when so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that dreams will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I, who sees a dream as somewhere to begin. Crazy. How can you love in times like these? Don't you read the news? Don't you know the score? How can you love while so many others grieve? People say to me, what kind of fool believes that love will make a difference in the end? By way of a reply, I say a fool such as I, who sees love as somewhere to begin. Love is somewhere to begin. The search for something worth years are to come, there are things that must be done. And love is somewhere, and dreams are somewhere, and a song is somewhere to begin. A song is somewhere to begin.
Ta-da!
Our friend T.R. Ritchie.
So we just have one more song.
One more song to do for you. A live one.
Thanks so much for coming out and
Yeah,
sticking
really
around, and
appreciate
especially
it.
for people who, if you were here in the Pacific Northwest, you came inside on a fantastically,
glorious
probably the
day,
nicest
yeah.
day of the year so far. So we appreciate that. Hopefully, maybe some of you are going to see this the next day or something.
That's fine with us. Watch it anytime.
After the sun goes down. But regardless, this was fun. And we so appreciate your support just by being here. If you made contributions, thank you for those.
Thank you so much.
We wanted to try something new for us this time. Was we were going to have a Zoom meeting, and one of the things that we like best about playing live concerts the old-fashioned way was that we have a chance to visit with people from the audience after the concert or during intermissions, and we miss that. So we're going to try hosting a Zoom meeting. I think it's scheduled to start in about 20 minutes. And we'll do our best to make that happen. It's a little bit more technology we haven't done before. But let's see, I'm going to try, where's the...
So we're hoping some of you will